Welcome, everyone, to the ninth deep dive from Unitour Talks.
Great to be here.
So if you're thinking about a trip to Morocco, maybe dreaming of exploring Fez or Ouarzazate, well, you're definitely in the right place today.
Absolutely. We're going to be talking about some new strategies, ways these places are being highlighted for international travelers just like you.
Yeah, we're diving into recent reports from the Moroccan National Tourist Office, the ONMT. They've got these initiatives called Shining Fez and Rising Ouarzazate.
That's right. And these reports give us a really interesting look at how Morocco's aiming to, welcome visitors and show off what makes these cities call.
Okay, so let's try to unpack this a bit. Our mission today is really to understand the thinking here. What makes Fez and Ouarzazate, well, unique?
And what that means for you as a potential visitor. What exciting possibilities are opening up.
Exactly. Think of it as getting the inside track before you even, start booking anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're kind of looking beyond maybe the first place people think of, like Marrakesh.
Right, exploring places with maybe a deeper connection to history, landscapes, that sort of thing.
Precisely. A richer, more authentic experience, perhaps.
Okay, so let's kick things off with Fez, a city just steeped in history, isn't it? The ONMT's Shining Fez plan. It seems to be about amplifying what's already there.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. The strategy for Fez, it really focuses on boosting its visibility, making it more desirable. They're doing this through like three main ways.
Okay.
So first, improving its image, using media and getting travel pros out there to see it. Second, making sure it features strongly in travel packages from big operators. And third, making it easier to actually fly there, improving air links.
Right, that makes sense. Media trade and access. And it looks like they've already got some significant media stuff lined up, documentaries on big European channels.
Oh, yes. The media push is quite strategic. For instance, TV5 Mon had a documentary just recently focused specifically on the food heritage in the Fez Medina.
Ah, the food. Always a winner.
Definitely. And it plays right into Fez's reputation as, a gastronomic capital in Morocco. So they're clearly targeting people interested in that.
Smart. And wasn't there something on France, too, as well? About crafts?
Correct, yeah. France, too, did Les Artisans du Maroc, highlighting the region's incredible ancestral crafts. Again, fits perfectly with Fez, right? The city's known for its artisans.
It really is.
Then you've got Minute Voyage on M6 in France, showcasing Fez as the spiritual capital.
It's clever using different angles for different audiences, and they're reaching out to the UK, too, with the BBC.
Absolutely. Clive Myrie's African Adventure, a whole episode on Fez. That's fantastic exposure in the UK market, really underlining its, historical weight.
Okay, so seeing Fez on TV is one thing, but it sounds like they're also making it easier for you to actually plan a trip. What about these digital and commercial things? This sounds important.
Exactly. This is where it gets practical for travelers. The ONMT is actively working with the travel industry. They've got a dedicated Fez page on TravelZoo now.
Oh, TravelZoo with special offers.
Yep, special deals from tour operators, and it runs for a whole year from April 2025 to April 2026. Using TravelZoo like that suggests they really want to, nudge people towards booking.
A full year. That's serious commitment. And these campaigns in France with Carrefour voyages and Havas voyages, what's the focus there?
Those are really specific, highlighting the gastronomy again, local products, the crafts. By partnering with huge names like Carrefour and Havas, they're tapping directly into a massive pool of potential French travelers.
Makes sense. Hitting the big players. Are they also looking at more sort of niche markets?
Seems so. They did a workshop with Voyage Privé, which is more of a high-end private sailed platform, so that suggests they're also trying to attract travelers looking for maybe more curated, exclusive trips.
Okay, covering different bases.
And they were at the Travel Connect fair in Spain, too. That's all about building direct links with the distributors, the people who actually sell the holidays.
So they're really getting out there, connecting the dots within the industry itself. Which brings us to the training for travel agents. That sounds key.
It's absolutely vital. They're running webinars, online training, e-learning modules. There's even one specifically for the Fez Meknes region.
Why is that so important?
Well, it means the agents, the people you might talk to when booking a trip, actually know what they're talking about. They have the latest info, feel confident recommending Fez.
Right. Makes them better advisors for you, the traveler.
Yeah.
And it seems they're also making sure the message feels real by inviting people to experience Fez directly.
Exactly. Hosting press trips, influencers, bloggers. Getting people from France, Germany, Italy, the UK out there to see it, feel it, write about it, that generates authentic stories, stuff that really inspires people.
Okay, Fez is definitely getting a strategic boost. Let's shift gears now to Ouarzazate, the Rising Ouarzazate plan. Very different feel, right? Famous for deserts, movies.
Totally. Yeah, the Wars is that strategy plays right into that unique identity. It's all about the incredible desert landscapes, the film history, those famous studios, and the kind of immersive cultural experiences you can have there. Think Berber traditions, nomadic life.
The film connection is huge, isn't it? So many big movies filmed around there. How are they leveraging that?
They're doing some cool things with that. One is a UK-produced film piece specifically about Ouarzazate's movie history, showcasing the studios, the landscapes that doubled for, everywhere from Tibet to ancient Rome.
That sounds visually amazing, captures the imagination. And I saw something about sponsoring a film.
Yeah, that's quite a clever tactic. They're sponsoring a British film that's competing in a UK festival, and they're specifically going for the Best Natural Scenery Award.
Ah, I see. Linking the place directly to stunning visuals in the film world.
Exactly. It's a neat way to get visibility and reinforce that image.
Very creative. What about showing the sort of deeper culture beyond the film sets?
Yeah.
The landscapes, the people.
They're using European media for that too. RAI3, the Italian channel, filmed an episode of their GEO program there. Apparently, it explores the connection between the land, nomadic culture, Berber traditions, a more in-depth cultural angle.
Sounds fascinating. More authentic.
And food comes into play here too, actually.
Oh, really? How so?
Sky TV in Italy, their food show, Gamboroso, is doing a special on southern Moroccan cuisine later this year, October 2025. Ouarzazate will obviously be a key part of that, so showcasing another side of the region's appeal.
Okay, so media is big for Ouarzazate too. But it looks like hosting events is also a major part of their strategy.
Absolutely. Events seem to be a central pillar for Rising Ouarzazate. The Desert Women's Summit, planned for the second half of 2025, sounds particularly noteworthy.
Tell me more about that.
They're bringing about 150 international women leaders together to experience the, quote, spiritual intensity of the Moroccan desert. That kind of unique, high-profile event could generate a lot of buzz.
Wow, that sounds really powerful. A specific audience, a unique experience? What other kinds of events?
Well, they're also really targeting the tourism industry itself. Ouarzazate is hosting two big Spanish tourism conventions in October 2025. One is CEAV, that's like 100 travel agents.
Okay.
And the other is IDEMIS, which is a network focused on the MCE sector.
MCE? What's that?
Oh, sorry. Meetings, incentives, conferences, and exhibitions, basically business travel and events. Bringing those groups in could mean a lot more business tourism down the line.
Got it. So a big push into the Spanish market for both leisure and business travel. And wasn't there an artistic event mentioned too? Frameless.
Yes, Frameless. It's described as focusing on artistic and sensory immersion. It suggests they're trying to broaden Ouarzazate's appeal, maybe attract a younger or more artsy crowd, offer something contemporary alongside the history and landscape.
Interesting. So just like Fez, it sounds like Ouarzazate will also be doing familiarization trips and workshops. Could you just quickly remind us what FAM trips are?
Sure. FAM trips, familiarization trips, they're basically organized tours for travel agents, tour operators, journalists. The goal is simple. Let them experience the destination firsthand.
So they know what they're selling or writing about.
Exactly. If they've been there, seen the hotels, done the activities, they can promote it much more effectively and enthusiastically to you, the potential traveler. So yes, Ouarzazate will be hosting these throughout the second half of 2025.
Right. It's really interesting seeing these two plans side by side. So distinct, so tailored to each city's strengths.
That really stands out, doesn't it? The ONMT isn't just applying a generic template. They've clearly worked with people on the ground, local stakeholders, to develop strategies that feel authentic to Fez and authentic to Ouarzazate.
Which is great for travelers because it means the experiences being promoted should align with what makes each place special.
Hopefully, yes.
And, of course, underlying all of this,
Yeah.
you need to be able to actually get there easily. Air travel seems critical.
Absolutely critical. And it's a major focus for both plans. Boosting direct flights into Fez and into Ouarzazate is a top priority. They're building on work already done for the summer 2025 season. Easier access is just fundamental, isn't it?
It really is. No point having amazing things to see if it's a nightmare to reach.
Precisely.
So whether it's the, buzzing Medina and ancient heritage of Fez, or the epic landscapes and movie magic of Ouarzazate, it definitely sounds like Morocco is putting a real spotlight on these two fascinating places.
Indeed. These plans, Shining Fez and Rising Ouarzazate, they give you a really good sense of the diverse and hopefully enriching experiences that are waiting for you there.
Well, we really hope this deep dive has given you, our listeners, a good feel for what Fez and Ouarzazate are all about and how Morocco is working to welcome you.
Whether we're drawn more to the cultural heart or the desert adventures, there's clearly a lot happening.
Definitely something to keep in mind if you're planning that future trip to Morocco. Thank you so much for joining us today on Unitour Talks.
Yes, thanks everyone.
If you enjoyed this exploration, found it useful, maybe consider leaving us a 5-star rating. It really helps others find the show.
And you can find Unitour Talks on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and also on YouTube podcasts.
Thanks again for listening.